Are you a business owner that could use just one more customer? Those empty tables, vacant appointments, idle employees, and expired merchandise are missed opportunities. What if there were a community that connects you to high-value and motivated customers, giving you a competitive edge in the marketplace and increasing your revenue? Introducing Partners One. You keep doing what you do best, taking care of your customers, and we'll do what we do best, sending you new customers to take care of. Call us today to find out how Partners One can work for your business.
Welcome to the Rocket Right Show, starring Hurricane Betsy Barnes and Dr. K. Solar. Two busy blondes with their fingers on the pulse of all things Louisiana. Events, health, leisure, entertainment, and more. It's the Rocket Right Show. And now, here's Betsy and Kay.
And welcome to Rocket Right. We are going to do a deep dive into dining. You know, one of the things that Kay and I really enjoy as friends and with our family is to discover new places to really enjoy. Not just because the food is good, but because the atmosphere, the people, the entire environment and vibe is good. And so we wanted to bring you to Spoke and Hub. It is the newest restaurant from City Group Hospitality, and we love it. So we're starting off with our friend Alan Walter. Thank you so much for being our guest.
Thank you for coming in.
And we are actually in my favorite bar in Baton Rouge, and I do hesitate to say that.
It's a speakeasy, so you might, Betsy really doesn't want anyone to find about her. I'm just saying, but we are going to let the secret out because it is so
I'm
great.
a little selfish that I don't want it to get too crowded, but I think I would be remiss if I didn't encourage you to come in and experience what we have experienced with Alan and the drinks that he makes. And then after we speak with Alan and Kelly McAnally, we're going to go and speak with Chef Elisabeth McKinley, and she just does a phenomenal job. We're also going to meet the other people that are behind this entirely different concept. This is located on Government Street, the old Bistro Byron's. But first, we're going to start where everyone should start for dinner or maybe a little gathering, and that's in the bar. And we're in the Breaks Bar, and we are going to find out a little bit more about the delicious concoctions that you make. And the first time that we met, I was so wowed when I came in because you have really taken your personality, and Stephen Hightower and the management of City Group Hospitality has let you bring you into it. And that's what I love so much about it. So tell us how you came up with the concept and a little bit about your background to make this place so incredibly fabulous.
Oh, thank you, Betsy. Well, when I got the call from Jeff and Stephen about doing this little place, we only had a few weeks to go before it was time to open. So there wasn't a lot of forethought. So I naturally began to gather up things and remove things from storage that might be interesting, and then to think about the concept of the restaurant that Jeff created, and to do something that would at least be correlative to it.
Yes.
And I'm not going to say they weren't a little nervous when I piled up all these things on the bar freshly from New Orleans, and they weren't sorted out at all. I think
There was
it
a
looked
moment
like
of
I had
panic.
maybe just robbed my grandmother of everything she owned.
But that's what made me feel so comfortable is you have milk glass, you have depression glass, you have big decanters, you have brilliant cut glass, you have a variety of candle holders that are used in a different way. You have an amazing song playlist that rocks, and every space feels very intimate and private for a small conversation or a little bit larger group, but you just feel at home. I really felt at home the first time. I was like, this is so cool.
It's a very unique vibe, but
Nothing
then
like
the
it.
cocktails are very unique too.
Yes.
So let's talk about some of your specialty cocktails because people would be coming down here to have a little drink.
Yeah, and I'd like to show you a few of them too.
Okay, we would
love
love for you to show us a few of
And
those.
we'll
Even
taste them
more
if you need us
taste
to.
you on them.
Yes, we would love to be your taste testers if we haven't already tasted them.
Well, first and foremost, we want to be a neighborhood bar. We just want to be a place that creates a little world apart from the world, thus the lack of sunlight.
Yes.
I love sunlight.
Yeah.
but this
It's a
little space is
darker
ruled by
vibe,
candlelight.
Yeah.
And the cocktails are sort of free roaming over our environment, whatever Kelly and I find or forage that we want to use in the cocktails, and inner city foraging too, such as the Asian market, where we got a couple of neat things the other day, and whatever's fresh at the farmer's market. So I think the first cocktail we wanted to show you has been one of the most popular on the list.
Okay.
It uses bourbon, but it also uses lemongrass and herbs. It's a little bit of a southern answer to a bourbon cocktail.
Okay.
So it's pretty refreshing even on a day where the temperature might climb to 80.
I love that you juice a lot of fruits, you make some additional elixirs, some different herb infused, what would you say, rose water and different things. You just do these little extra touches that is so beyond what you typically get at most places.
Well, and the important thing to me about that is just that that's where I bring us into the picture.
Yes.
You know, we're using these spirits that might come from Spain, from Italy, all over the world, but the syrups and elixirs are usually a way of infusing something that grows right near us into the drink and making it more personal.
Right.
And that's the only reason, to me, that justifies the trouble.
And you also don't feel that a cocktail needs to be shown or served in a traditional glass.
Well,
And I
cocktails
love
are
that.
supposed to be fun, so
Yeah.
we play with people, and people turn into kids anyway. And they drink.
Yes, after a few, just a bunch of little kids in here, huh?
Pretty much.
So
It's
you
kind
have
of like
a-
Montessori.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like Montessori. Some of the things when people come in, like there is a drink that you made the first time that I came in that was so delicious. And I said, I would like something that is a little different, a little unusual. I'd like it to have a little vodka, but I love a cucumber mint martini. And you said, I think I've got just what you need. I was working on something, and you did. And so tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I looked into your eyes, and I
He saw alcohol.
saw your need,
Swirling.
The green gave you inspiration.
and I thought, well, and that's Kelly and I are here to see what direction people want to go, not just show what we
Right.
can do.
Right.
I had that day honeydew, fresh honeydew juice.
Yeah.
I had a rose petal syrup that I knew was nice, and fresh cucumber, vodka. What else? Maybe a little lime.
A little more unusual.
sugar with
vodka.
mint.
So y'all really have
And-
a curated, you have a very unusual mix of more rare vodkas, bourbons, gins, and then you also have wines.
Depending, like it's not extensive. Our bourbon selection is minimal but well chosen. Same with the wines.
So we want to see a couple of those drinks and see how they're served.
Bartender, hark to the table. I
hear
think
him
he's
approaching.
made us a cocktail. We can hear it swirling. I can almost taste it from here. How about you, Bets?
Yes. I actually enjoy a little taste of different ones just to see.
And I hear it. The sound of fantastic cocktails being made.
Well, I think
I love
that-
the sound of a shaker there.
Yes.
What do you think?
I think so too. One of the things that really shocked me is that you sometimes serve drinks in a gravy boat. And a lot of people don't know what they're going
I
to do
can
with that
just
gravy
see
boat
that.
anyway, because people don't really enjoy gravy, and they don't always sit down to full-blown meals with all of your china and everything like they used to. So, if anybody has some random gravy boats,
And what would happen at Thanksgiving if you drank out of the gravy boat?
I know.
You'd be sent to your room.
you'd be sitting and might not get invited back.
I don't know. I'm going to try that.
Yeah.
But you're going to have more than one gravy boat if you're going
Right.
to serve your drinks out of gravy boats.
I have about 12.
Okay.
But
All
it
right.
happened organically. I was in a store and there was one for sale, and I held it up to my mouth and I was like, well, that kind of works nicely, drinking right out of this.
Oh my goodness.
from there,
I
it was
think
just-
we have the drink coming.
What is this one?
Thank you.
Lovely.
Oh, how beautiful.
Yeah. What is that one?
The bourbon lemongrass cocktail.
Yes, that
okay,
you
I
told
think
us
you
about.
should
So
try
we
that.
had
I should
mentioned
try
this
that.
one.
Betsy's letting me go first, y'all. We'll just have to see.
I love the smell
that
of
is
the
so good.
herbs when you're taking the sip. And y'all do such a great job with your display.
Well, thank you.
With your presentation, you really
And
do.
often we shake with herbs. So with the ice pummeling the herbs, that causes the aroma to.
Well, I know we only have about a minute left, and I know you have a whole list of others. What are some other cocktails that are features that if somebody walks in here, you go, you might want to think about this one?
We have a new one called the Derailer.
The derail or the derailer?
Derailer, as in the part of the bicycle.
Yes.
That rules the gears.
Okay.
It has a secret ingredient, but also cachaça and grapefruit and mint and a couple of other things. But
Couple other
that would be a brand
Yeah,
new
so make
surprise.
sure and ask for the derailer. And this is wonderful. And this is the bourbon lemongrass. And man, y'all, make sure that before you dine, you hop into the derailer and in the speakeasy, in the Breaks Bar. And
behind Spoke and Hub. And we're going to be right back, and we're going to talk more delicious, good times.
So
there's a joy of life you'll find only in Louisiana. A spirit of celebration that takes your senses places they've never been before. Where expressions of joy are an art form and our way of life. Where an abundance of good food, good times, and great music means there's more than enough to go around. Come one, come y'all. Come feed your soul in Louisiana. I'm John Goodman, inviting you to visit LouisianaTravel.com and plan your getaway today.
The use of opioids and addiction to opioids is on the rise, especially in Louisiana, and I wanted to be a part of the solution. If you have a family member or loved one that you are concerned about with regard to opioid use, please call my clinic, Advantage Health Solutions. You can speak with my nurse or you can speak with myself, and we will talk to you about how to get that person into treatment, and we'll tailor what we do to your needs, and we'll do what we can to get your loved one in treatment and onto the path to health.
Red Stick Music, Baton Rouge's live music calendar since 2014, with a full calendar available on the website 24/7, clickable links to artists and venues. View the entire weekend lineup at a glance and plan your outings with your friends. View professional recordings of local live musicians, watch interviews with people in our music community, and find additional resources. Red Stick Music, Baton Rouge's live music calendar.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser of the great state of Louisiana. Hurricane Ida has brought great devastation to our community. In time of need, Louisianans always step up and help their neighbor. This time is no different. We'll help our neighbors and friends get back as we always do. If you need help or know of someone that needs help or would like to volunteer or make a donation, go to volunteerlouisiana.gov. We are Louisiana Strong. Thank you.
Since the early 1800s, the Selassie family has played a significant role in the retail industry in Louisiana. Stuart Selassie has achieved the Certified Diamond Graduate designation from the prestigious Gemological Institute of America. What that means to you, whether it's appraisals, design, build, repair, or diamond sales, you have an expert you can count on. At Selassie's, you make all the right choices. Selassie Jewelry and Fine Gifts in the heart of the Denham Springs Antique District. Find them on Facebook.
Are you a business owner that could use just one more customer? Those empty tables, vacant appointments, idle employees, and expired merchandise are missed opportunities. What if there were a community that connects you to high-value and motivated customers, giving you a competitive edge in the marketplace and increasing your revenue? Introducing Partners One. You keep doing what you do best, taking care of your customers, and we'll do what we do best, sending you new customers to take care of. Call us today to find out how Partners One can work for your business.
Welcome back to the Rocket Right Show. I'm Dr. Kay Solar in the house with Hurricane Betsy Barnes, and we're continuing our deep dive into dining at the brand new Spoke and Hub restaurant in Mid-City, Baton Rouge. And we have brought our cocktails over from the Breaks Bar. And actually, if you remember Alan Water, the mixologist from out there, he's got another concoction for us that he's bringing in, and it is their specialty drink called the Derailer. Bets, do you remember what is in this? Besides that it's in a gravy boat?
Okay.
How crazy.
We are having the very first Derailer, and this drink is a very unique combination of cassava, grapefruit, mint. It's got a secret ingredient, and if you don't know what cassava is, it is a Brazilian-style rum, but this particular rum didn't come from Brazil. It came from right here in Louisiana at Three Rolls Distillery, downtown Baton Rouge. So we're so glad that City Group Hospitality and Alan and the Breaks Bar, all local. So that is wonderful.
I'm going to take a sip out of this gravy boat right here. All right, Bets, here's your side. Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
We're gonna learn a few new things today.
I didn't know that there could be so many uses for a gravy boat, which I've had like 0 uses, and so now I can't wait to break this out. I'm just gonna need more of them. This is
Use
amazing.
Your granny's gravy boat.
But hey, we're going from drinks to desserts because that's my 2 favorite things. And so, Betsy, introduce our next chef. I'm like Vanna right here.
I actually got to meet this very talented chef at the St. Francisville Food and Wine Festival. So we're really, really glad that you could join us. You actually are Chef Elisabeth McKinley. You have a long history with City Group Hospitality.
I do.
So, and you make some delicious things, and I got to have a little taste out in St. Francisville, but you really love doing cakes and pies.
I do. It's a lot.
Tell us about your history here. You've been with City Group Hospitality a long time.
I have. I've been with the company since their 2nd year in business.
Wow.
That's a long time.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes. And so you help
must
more
make
of these
really good cakes and pies.
concepts.
I'm just saying.
I think I do.
Yes.
And they must, because they keep me around.
Absolutely. They've kept you around for quite a while.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, that's amazing.
Tell us a little bit about the cakes that are the specialties, the pies, and I think you have a couple of those for us, but also what made you kind of focus on that a little bit more where people could actually kind of come and pick them up?
So when we opened and we had this bar that we were trying to figure out what to do with and find a concept that would really fit the diner aspect and the family atmosphere that we were trying to achieve here, I just, growing up, you eat cake and you have pie. That's your 2 most common desserts in a household. Mm-hmm. And so why not make cake and pie and just have it change every week to where keep it fresh, kind of, take it away and then bring it back later on for those to get it. And buy it by the slice, or you could even buy a whole one, because not everybody wants to bake their own pie.
And if you see the icon back here, it says now showing is blueberry pie and tomboy cake, and I think we're fixing to serve the tomboy cake. So you might ask,
that is
what
beautiful.
is
I've never seen this.
a tomboy cake? Tell us, Elizabeth.
So tomboy cake.
Oh my gosh! Well,
Beautiful.
one thing is beautiful.
That
and
is.
I think it looks like it has some chocolate in it, which I'm always for.
And Kelly McDevitt is who just brought us that beautiful cake, but she forgot our forks.
What the heck? Oh, that's because we should just dive in. I mean, like you just, haven't you seen those pictures before? It looks like one of those you want to just.
So tell us about this, because it has an unusual texture. It's not really what I expected. Tell me a little bit about how you make that and what it's made of.
Okay, so tomboy cake is a classic yellow cake with chocolate frosting. We make all of our ingredients in-house, so it is not a box mix. So it will have a different texture than what a lot of people are used to because it is a homemade scratch cake.
Yeah.
They are still going to be very fluffy and moist. And our buttercream, we make a chocolate buttercream with fresh ganache and dark chocolate chips. And so it's not that sugary sweet that makes you think you need to go to the dentist, but it'll hit the spot. It'll cut that sweet tooth craving.
That sounds great. And while you were talking, Kelly actually brought us out the blueberry pie, and y'all can't see see it actually.
We've actually tasted the
yes,
blueberry
we
pie.
had this last night. It was so
Delicious.
amazing. Full of blueberries.
Well, we didn't just taste it, we had a whole piece.
Yeah, we did. We did. Okay, we didn't just taste it.
Yeah, so for the pies, I kind of overstuff them. I hate an empty pie. When you get the pie shell that's that, and then the filling is only.
Yes.
So we fill our pies all the way up. That's like you said, tons of blueberries. And it's just plain simple, highlight the ingredients. We can play sometimes, but when we have classics like blueberry pie, don't mess with it. Just good blueberries, that's all you need.
So with your crust, do you do a homemade crust? Because that looks very homemade. No. You do the crust in a large amount and then divide it up by your pies?
Correct.
Yeah. It's a beautiful
you gotta make
crust.
it easy when you're making this many.
Well, honestly, it's a beautiful crust, and to me, a good crust makes a good pie. But tell us about the fruits. Do you do just blueberry, or do you have other fruit pies as well?
So each week is different. Right now we're doing blueberry. We have ran apple in the past. Next week I'm going to be doing a peach pretzel pie, which is a favorite of mine.
That sounds
Peach pretzel
It's a
pie.
pretzel crust.
Really? I don't think I've ever had that.
It's very good.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
very partial to it.
wow.
So what are some of your other favorite desserts that you do in the cake front? And I noticed on the menu, now sometimes they put your cakes and pies in milkshakes.
Yes. So
That's crazy. I didn't have that yet.
So we have a soft serve machine, and why not? So you get
Why
some
not?
vanilla
Yeah.
cake and chocolate buttercream mixed in with your ice cream, or you can get a piece of blueberry pie mixed into your milkshake.
I mean, who wouldn't want that? That's better than a scoop of ice cream on top of it.
It is. We sell a lot of them. I think when you pull the numbers, it's almost, they're like right underneath the sales of cake and pie themselves. So people like them. They've responded very well to them.
People are so busy, they just don't have as much time, or maybe they don't have the talent to actually make homemade, from scratch cakes and pies. And so you can cheat a little bit if you come and order one.
Exactly.
And you can take it to go. And I think that is so great,
Yeah,
going into the spring and all the different events that people are
For your
having.
event, you just say, I made this, and we won't give you
You can
any
totally
credit.
get, no, they can take all the credit and pull it out the box and say,
You
look
just
what
pull
I
it
made.
out the box and go,
Throw a couple pans in the
for
sink.
me.
Yep.
Yes, I did it.
Yes, of course.
But, so what are some of your favorite cakes?
I love chocolate cake. Chocolate cake, chocolate icing, like
I'm a
kill
chocolate
me with the
person as
chocolate.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so every week it's different. You can come in, you can get that as your dessert when you're dining here, or you can get a whole cake or pie and take it and play like you made it yourself.
Absolutely.
Right?
Just put it on a glass pan.
I know. So you're the executive chef here. So you do a lot more than pies, and we don't have a whole lot more time left, but I really want to talk about your brunches here.
Okay.
Yes.
Because
Let's talk about brunches.
I came to brunch here, and literally there were so many things that I wanted to order that I really couldn't even hardly figure out what I wanted
You need
to
to bring
order.
a group to brunch because it just passed do family.
Yeah,
yeah.
you gotta do
Everybody
that.
can get a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes.
what? Talk about brunch. It's on Saturdays and Sundays,
Correct.
which I absolutely love. But y'all start actually earlier than most places for brunch.
When we decided to do brunch, I did not want to just open at 11 because most of the time I go out to eat before that, and I'm very frustrated because nobody's open that early. So I wanted to hit the earlier crowd. So we open at 8 o'clock. On Saturday and Sunday.
That's amazing. So if you want to go early, you open at 8 and you continue till what time?
3 o'clock.
Till 3 o'clock. So still for those late risers, you can get brunch.
Yep.
And what are some of your favorite things off of that brunch menu? I want to hear.
I'm very passionate about our brunch menu. It is one of my favorites. We have our oyster fried Benedict, which has always been something I've loved to eat anywhere I go. We have chicken fried biscuits with house-made country gravy that we make with bacon fat. So it's very much like my grandma used to make.
Okay.
Homemade scratch biscuits, scratch pastries. Everything is made in-house, and it's a labor of love.
That's awesome because you can get, she's great at desserts, and you can get that pastry basket, which I did, which varies depending on, what you're going to have each time you come in, but you can't go wrong with that.
And yes,
as an appetizer.
it is family
I'm just saying.
recipes.
Yes, that's
As
what
an
I need to know.
appetizer.
Are these family recipes?
A lot of them are family recipes.
Was it your grandmother, your mother? Who was it that inspired you to want to become a chef?
My grandmother.
And so did you spend a lot of time, and she would tell you, like my grandmother measured things in her hand.
Yep.
You know, it was never really a recipe. It was
You
just
gotta
sort of
figure
just
it out.
doing it.
Yes, indeed.
Well, I'm really glad that you've decided to raise the level of pies and cakes in Baton Rouge, and also that you put so much love and family history into that, and it makes the experience is better.
Yeah.
I think it is. I think the experience is much better.
Thank you.
Well, we have Chef Elisabeth McKinley with us at Spoke and Hub. You have got to come enjoy the family style dining here. You can come by yourself, but I encourage you to bring more people. There's plenty of seating. It's a great concept. And we just look forward to you enjoying the menu and then letting us know what you think about that. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you
We
for having me.
appreciate that.
Okay, so we don't have much time left. So if you're coming to dine for brunch, tell us your pick.
Your favorite.
Your favorite. I know, it's hard to pick a favorite, baby. We only have 10 seconds. Quickly, you're on the clock. Kelly.
Chicken fried biscuit.
Chicken fried biscuits. Y'all heard it here, and stay with us for more at Spoke and Hub.
My biggest concern was my family and being able to see me come home every day and know everything is going to be okay. I felt comfortable that I was being treated by some of the best. There were some scary points along the way, but it's just kind of like been a little blip in the road.
Money, wellness, fun. Rocket Right Radio takes you all across Louisiana and the nation with guests who live life to the fullest.
I'm Hurricane Betsy Barnes. I'm Dr. Kay Solar.
You're gonna love it.
Join us every week when we cover everything under the sun.
Live and learn with the Wright Sisters.
Politics,
health,
music and entertainment.
local Lagnet.
Rocket Right Radio. You're gonna love it.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser of the great state of Louisiana. Hurricane Ida has brought great devastation to our community. In time of need, Louisianans always step up and help their neighbor. This time is no different. We'll help our neighbors and friends get back as we always do. If you need help or know of someone that needs help or would like to volunteer or make a donation, go to volunteerlouisiana.gov. We are Louisiana Strong. Thank you.
Red Stick Music, Baton Rouge's live music calendar since 2014, with a full calendar available on the website 24/7, clickable links to artists and venues. View the entire weekend lineup at a glance and plan your outings with your friends. View professional recordings of local live musicians, watch interviews with people in our music community, and find additional resources. Red Stick Music, Baton Rouge's live music calendar.
Whitetail Properties is not your average real estate company. Land specialist and MSU alum Jeff Taylor in Mississippi and LSU fan realtor Cade Taylor have teamed up. Their sole purpose is uniting buyers and sellers of recreational land. If you're interested in hunting, ranch, investment, and timber properties, Whitetail Properties experts have the right real estate for you. Call Jeff Taylor, 601-248-9433, or Cade Taylor, 225-719-0495, or visit whitetailproperties.com.
At Hightower Dental Concepts, we take a compassionate approach to family dentistry. Our goal is to make your dental experience comfortable and informative so you can make the best dental care decisions for you and your family. We're welcoming new patients to our dental family at Essen & Perkins, and we look forward to meeting you soon at Hightower Dental Concepts. Call us today at 769-0031 or request your appointment at info@dentalconceptsbr.com.
There's a joy of life you'll find only in Louisiana. A spirit of celebration that takes your senses places they've never been before. Where expressions of joy are an art form and our way of life. Where an abundance of good food, good times, and great music means there's more than enough to go around. Come one, come y'all. Come feed your soul in Louisiana. I'm John Goodman, inviting you to visit louisianatravel.com and plan your getaway today.
And you're back with Rocket Right. I am Hurricane Betsy Barnes here with Dr. Kay Solar. And we are at Spoke and Hub in Mid-City on Government Street. This is such a beautiful renovation. And so we're here and we're speaking with the general manager, Matt Heroman. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank y'all for coming by.
What a great job you have done.
Well, it's been a team effort, definitely. It's been a tremendous amount of effort and focus, but everyone has been so wonderful to work with from the beginning, and I'm just glad that we are doing well so far.
Well, you know, sometimes you have to wait a little bit to get a table, but it goes pretty quickly. Everybody is very professional in the way that they greet you and the way that they serve you, and I've had some great experiences here. I've really enjoyed coming in and trying different things because it's a farmhouse feel, but I'd say a little more eclectic than that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because there's such unique things on the menu items, and we're gonna, talk about that in a little bit. But I love the fact that you have a great indoor space for folks dining, but you also have great outdoor spaces for folks on the patio with this beautiful weather to be able to hang, and you can bring your dog to dine with you if you're dining outside, which I love to do because my Ori has to go to dinner with us, and it's great. And it's great for folks who are like walking, they're on the bike trail, they stop off. It's really just that neighborhood feel. And
look at our friend Kelly McDevitt hooking us up.
Some dining specialties here, and we're going to get Matt to tell us all about those.
Two of my very favorites.
Yes, okay, I'm going to say Betsy and my husband ate this last night, so talk about that one.
This is our country fried brisket. I've had several people describe it as a perfect bite of food so far. It's definitely a winner on the menu. So it's a really generous portion of our brisket. We braise here in-house. And then we have some handmade potato pierogies, which are just like little, Central Eastern European dumplings with this really beautiful jus and some sauteed leeks and asparagus on top. It's just like, what's not to love?
It is amazing. I had a taste of it last night. Betsy had a whole bowl of it. But it was.
And I'm not ashamed.
I know.
I'm not ashamed at all. It was delicious.
It was great. And I had the salmon dish, which, I was trying to be all healthy and stuff, but so good. Talk about that one.
Glaze, I could put it on everything for the rest of my life and be totally content with that.
I know. It was just the best. And it was over, was that grits?
Yeah, it's like a polenta almost, and then the fried okra.
The fried okra, just lightly breaded, not overcooked, not limp, just delicious and crispy.
Really crispy on the outside.
So good. But y'all are known for something special called a croffle. So tell us, tell all the folks out there, what is a croffle? Yeah, just saying, this is croffle land.
Several of our sandwiches, we use that as kind of like the bun, but for our brunch menu, we also have, this is the sweet version.
Right, this is the sweet version.
And the savory version. It's essentially a raw croissant dough that we cook on a waffle iron. So the outside has this really nice crispy waffle texture, and the inside's flaky and a little chewy, kind of like a croissant. It's been, I think, the first time I've ever come across something like that.
I've never heard that
I think you're right. So this is the sweet one, which has strawberries, and tell us about everything else.
Mascarpone cheese, some fresh macerated strawberries, a little bit of fresh basil, and then like a balsamic vinegar gastrique to kind of bring some acidity. It's really, really nice.
We've mentioned that for the brunch menu. I've also had the savory one, which has avocado in it. Talk about that one.
That one is the other end of the spectrum. We have some guacamole, some sunny side up eggs, and then we make this really awesome everything bagel seasoning crunchy mix that we just kind of sprinkle over the top.
It is so good.
Very good.
But if you're looking for sandwiches too, you have an Italiano, you have all kinds of sandwiches that have this, like you said, as the bun.
The croffle.
It's not open face like the brunch items are.
Right.
Talk about some of the special sandwiches with it.
There are a few that I can't seem to bring myself to order something different. But the BR hot chicken croffle is amazing.
What is that? I've not seen that.
It's an unmanageably big fried chicken sandwich with this really nice like homemade hot sauce and some pickles that they make in the kitchen as well. Just that on the croffle is like, comfort food.
Yeah.
But
Right.
that one and the other one that I'm kind of obsessed with is the Reuben.
Okay.
We make the corned beef here. We make the Thousand Island here. We make the sauerkraut here. It's all slow cooking, but some of those diner standards that you always go looking for. I don't. It's a big, messy, delicious, awesome sandwich.
That sounds amazing. And my husband always loves the Italianos anywhere and has gotten it several times. And that's amazing. And then I think you also do a meatball one.
Meatloaf
Which
with
sounds-
the
meatloaf.
Steen's cane syrup tomato glaze. That one's amazing as well.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And for folks
you
on the
combine
light
things
side,
nobody would ever put together. It's
No.
just such an eclectic mix. It's beautiful.
Well, that's the beauty of being a
delicious.
diner is because you got a little bit of everything, and with some really capable chefs back there, kind of guiding where that diner can go. It's going to be.
It's very unique.
Yeah.
It's not your basic diner food.
And
you
what
know?
diners are there really in Baton Rouge? There's not really a diner like this where you can get this kind of mixture and
No,
variety.
it's a great variety of stuff,
Oh, for
and
sure.
very unique. Even if you say a diner, but it's very unique food.
It's like, what if you gave the keys to a diner to a bunch of fine dining chefs?
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I love the way you said that. That is
Beautifully
actually,
said.
you got it on point. And for folks on the light side, I love the avocado for lunch. It's like a
stuffed avocados.
Stuffed avocado.
That one's delicious.
So good.
They use chicken thigh, which is something that's a little bit
juicier.
unique to our menu, but it's very the flavor that you're able to get out of using the chicken thigh instead of just like a chicken breast is it tastes like chicken salad is supposed to taste.
Yes. I like chicken thighs better. I think
for
it's
sure.
a better meat.
Yeah, it is so good. I've definitely had that. And sitting outside on a beautiful day and having a light lunch, that's great.
We like to graze. We like boards and taste and small plates and shared.
That is my speed as well.
We love that. So if you were saying, I'm looking at this menu here, which is an incredible menu.
Yes.
What are some of your favorite things? What would you say? I know it's kind of like picking
really
your favorite
tough
baby,
question.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so hard. It's kind of like, that one's my favorite child.
It's a pretty bulletproof menu, but if it just comes down to a matter of personal preference, I mean, the cheese tort, I think I didn't realize was going to be one that kind of rose to the top of that list for some of the appetizers we have, but just the flavors going on there are really nice. It's like a whipped goat cheese with like a basil pesto and some compound
You cannot
tomatoes.
go wrong with goat cheese.
Homemade focaccia bread toast points to
I'm going to have
dip.
to try that.
We've got to have
really,
that.
really nice.
So I had the Maui Wowie lettuce wraps
Oh,
last
yeah.
night. So good, light,
those
spicy,
refreshing. It's kind of like a
great
good light
springtime
lunch,
appetizer.
too, yeah. For sure.
It was awesome. And then, you have some amazing soups too. Because you had tomato basil going on.
Yeah,
last
we have
night.
one rotating kind of seasonal soup that's just, whatever the chefs feel like doing at the time. But on the menu all of the time we have a crawfish bisque that's a very straightforward,
had it.
traditional crawfish bisque. And it's like exactly what a crawfish bisque is supposed to be.
Yes. So
Cool.
Chef Elisabeth McKinley does a fabulous job, but you have a huge
absolutely.
crew of people that really contribute not only to the creation, but also the execution, which is so. It's your presentation is beautiful, and the
thank
food
you.
is over the top.
It takes a lot of work, and it would be impossible to do without such an awesome team.
Yes.
Yeah. I think the main thing is that, wow, there is just such an extensive menu that there's really something for everybody.
Definitely.
If you're looking for healthy, if you're looking to like eat as much as you want,
If you want to share, that's what we love to do that. And just kind of
Absolutely.
pass it around and everybody have a taste. Because you have so many good things, to not do that would be to rob someone of the experience of having something really delicious and different that they might not order. Maybe they don't want the whole thing, they're not sure they're going to like it, and they taste it.
Definitely.
And let's talk we only have a minute left.
Okay.
Let's talk about, they have boozy milkshakes.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
to finish off this dinner, talk about boozy milkshakes
So
and
we
what's
have,
your favorite.
We have beer milkshakes and boozy milkshakes.
Yeah.
We're gonna probably over time maybe develop some different flavors to work in there, but for right now, I think the Nola Nectar has been a really popular one. It's like a nectar soda flavored rum-based milkshake. And then for the beer side of things, there's one called Quiet Village that has this really interesting kind of like fruit saison base, but it almost kind of comes out more like a key lime pie-ish flavor milkshake.
Okay, and then there's the one that's a coffee one that really feels like it's dessert.
The Irish coffee.
Oh yeah, I had
with
the Irish
the
coffee
Fireball
last night.
infused
We shared
whiskey.
that last night. So good. It was so good. 4 straws.
Yeah.
Share it from the table.
Yeah,
we did.
It was amazing.
And it was the perfect end to the meal. It really was.
And talk
That and a
about
piece of
ending.
pie.
I know. And that and a piece of pie. Yes, we had that. So thank you so much
Absolutely.
for
Thank y'all
being
for
with
coming by.
us.
For sure.
Thank you. We really do appreciate everything that you're doing and the way you're pulling the team together and the way they just have such great morale. You know?
That's what it's all about.
Yes, it is. Well, we're going to be right back with Jeff Conaway, he's a partner with City Group Hospitality, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the concept and how really City Group Hospitality has turned dining upside down, and it's wonderful. We'll be right back for Rock It Right. Stay tuned.
At Hightower Dental Concepts, we take a compassionate approach to family dentistry. Our goal is to make your dental experience comfortable and informative so you can make the best dental care decisions for you and your family. We're welcoming new patients to our dental family at Essen & Perkins, and we look forward to meeting you soon at Hightower Dental Concepts. Call us today at 769-0031 or request your appointment at info@dentalconceptsbr.com.
Some call it joie de vivre, the joy of life. In Louisiana, it's our way of life. From music that shakes up your senses to food that wakes up your palate. That joy vibrates in every note we play and spices up every meal we serve. So come live life to the fullest. Come one, come y'all, come feed your soul in Louisiana. I'm Sean Ardway, inviting you to plan your trip at louisianatravel.com.
Hi, I'm Katie, Operation Manager here at Old School Barbecue. We're excited about all of the changes here at Old School, and we'd like to invite everyone to come out and enjoy some delicious barbecue at Old School prices. We feature brisket, chicken, ribs, sausage, and the Boss Hog pulled pork sandwich voted best deal in town. We also have live music Friday and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. 10655 Coursey Boulevard. We can't wait to see you.
Since the early 1800s, the Selassie family has played a significant role in the retail industry in Louisiana. Stuart Selassie has achieved the Certified Diamond Graduate designation from the prestigious Gemological Institute of America. What that means to you, whether it's appraisals, design, build, repair, or diamond sales, you have an expert you can count on. At Selassie's, you make all the right choices. Selassie Jewelry and Fine Gifts in the heart of the Denham Springs Antique District. Find them on Facebook.
The use of opioids and addiction to opioids is on the rise, especially in Louisiana, and I wanted to be a part of the solution. If you have a family member or loved one that you are concerned about with regard to opioid use, please call my clinic, Advantage Health Solutions. You can speak with my nurse or you can speak with myself, and we will talk to you about how to get that person into treatment, and we'll tailor what we do to your needs, and we'll do what we can to get your loved one in treatment and onto the path to health.
Whitetail Properties is not your average real estate company. Land specialist and MSU alum Jeff Taylor in Mississippi and LSU fan realtor Kay Taylor have teamed up. Their sole purpose is uniting buyers and sellers of recreational land. If you're interested in hunting, ranch, investment, and timber properties, Whitetail Properties experts have the right real estate for you. Call Jeff Taylor, 601-248-9433, or Kate Taylor, 225-719-0495, or visit whitetailproperties.com.
I had a meeting with Dr. Barfield, and it kind of just hit me. It probably is cancer. After the surgery, I wasn't scared anymore. I was looking forward to getting started with chemo. Not one time did I get a nurse in a bad mood. I was here for 5 hours at a time, and I did not dread coming. To get people from around the country to come to Baton Rouge, that says a lot right there. That this place is cutting edge.
Right Show. I'm Dr. Kay Solar in the house with Hurricane Betsy Barnes, and we're continuing our deep dive into dining at the Spoken Hub in Mid-City. And we're really excited to be chatting with Jeff Conaway in this segment, who's the Vice President with Citigroup Hospitality. And this is their latest venture. But you've had a long history into the dining scene here in Baton Rouge. So tell us a little bit about that, Jeff.
So moved here from Washington, D.C. right after Katrina, and started working at Galatoire's and was the general manager there for 4 or 5 years. And then came up with the bright idea to open up my own restaurant called Beau Soleil, and did that for about 10 years. Great experiences, like you said earlier. You know, you came in a bunch, and we tried to be trendsetters in the Baton Rouge market. Went with the farm-to-table theme, craft cocktails, and
always a great space.
Thank you, appreciate it. We loved it, and great team there, and lots of years, lots of people. Phenomenal time.
Lots of celebrations.
So many, even for my family. All the birthdays and anything special that the kids were going through. My kids were always there to be a part of the restaurant too.
Right,
really,
which is a great space, you know, right in Bocage, Old Goodwood area. Now open as Beau Soleil Coastal.
It is. That was fun too. That was a fun remodel.
Tell us about the concept for this restaurant where we're sitting right here at Spoken Hub. Tell us about that.
So the brain or the idea process started probably 7 or 8 years ago, and it was actually with the chef that I was working at Beau Soleil with, Nathan Gresham. He and I got heavy into cycling and running and doing triathlons and marathons. And we would go to this bike store over next to Whole Foods called the Bike Crossing, and we always joked, you know, we could cycle there, drink some beers, watch some old Tour de France reruns, and work on our bikes, and maybe have a coffee too or something like that. And then I kind of play on words, said we'll call it the Spoken Hub, you know, and made a joke. And from there, you know, just kind of sat idle for a while, and then one afternoon, Stephen and I were talking, Stephen Hightower, and he asked me if I had any concept ideas, and I mentioned that Spoken Hub was one of the ones that was kind of in my wheelhouse, and it would fit perfectly in this mid-city because they just put the bike lanes in.
Yes.
They've got the bike lanes on Capitol, they've got the bike lanes going each way, which is really cool. You can actually see, I don't know if y'all saw the map up front when you walk in. There's a huge map of all the bike lanes, and that came from BR Bike. They were actually gracious enough to share that with us, and so we blew it up and put all the restaurants in there so you can navigate your way through town to all the Citigroup Hospitality restaurants with that.
That is a great idea.
Isn't that
and
cool?
This is a great spot, and you can probably see behind us that, you know, the bikes and the, you know, the theme, you know, the decor in here is very bike associated to where, you know, you could walk here, you could bike here.
We've got a bike parking lot out there.
But
you can work on your bike out here. We're gonna have a bike work kit that's gonna be out there. Pull up, mount your bike up, air your tires, tighten down any loose pieces, fix your chain, whatever it may be. Just lots of interactive pieces on this.
So it's a wonderful day in the neighborhood, no matter what day.
It is.
Because I think people who live in this area, in this mid-city area, Capitol Heights, this whole area, they really truly want to have the neighborhood feel where they can walk, bike, kids can play, come have a casual cocktail, have a casual meal, just share that time together, and people don't want to always get dressed up, although this is beautiful enough where you could get dressed up and you could come enjoy it that way.
So you can
come in shorts.
Or you can stay out on one of the 3 patios that we have.
I love that. The 3 patios,
very comfortable.
You can be walking with your dog, you can bring your dog, you can come sit outside, enjoy the patio, or just the beautiful weather if you biked here. And sit outdoors. It's a lot of great spaces. So tell me, what are some of the unique things? I think that we're going to have a couple of cocktails coming out that y'all are known for. Oh my goodness. And I think we have the assistant GM coming here.
Matt Rogers, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Matt. So, all right.
Thank you. Wow, that looks beautiful.
Look at all this stuff that Matt has brought us.
Okay, come around and tell us what you got.
Okay, so
This is delicious looking, every one of them.
Here in front of Jeff is going to be our 21 sages.
21 sages.
So Jeff, 21 sages. Do you know what's in that?
Matt?
That is our Scotch-based cocktail. So we have Scotch, a little pineapple sage, a little citrus in there as well, and then a really interesting Black Forest pear and apple brandy.
Ooh.
That
pear
sounds
and apple
amazing.
brandy
So
and
I tell you, I
Scotch.
want to switch drinks with you,
You
there,
wanna
Jeff,
switch?
because
Okay.
I almost
All right.
ordered that last night.
And
I'm
then-
gonna say because
Okay.
I'm not a Scotch drinker, but that pear brandy really enticed me, and the sage.
Yeah, so you actually
And
have a
so
pineapple sage foam on top as well.
I wanted to
How do you
really
make
try
a
that.
pineapple sage foam on top?
Mm.
How do you do that?
Pineapple, they put it in one
Okay.
of the foaming
This
cans with
is-
a charger so that it frosts up like
Is it as good as you hope?
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Whipped
I
cream?
should have gotten this last night. I was just afraid because I wasn't a Scotch
Oh, look at
drinker.
this.
There you
but
go.
when I said,
Yeah.
Right out of this.
Pineapple foam.
okay, I need his foam maker. I'm just saying. One, my dog loves foam. I put it on my coffee in the morning. My foam maker is not as good as his.
Nope.
So
I have a feeling your
I
foam
need that.
might not taste as good as his.
I'm thinking not-
without the pineapple. You're gonna have to
I'm
like
thinking
get
not
behind the
either.
bar with
But
Matt Rogers and see what his secret deal
This
is.
is so good for somebody who has never tasted Scotch in her life, and the peach brandy was enticing. This is amazing. Okay,
I do.
so now
tell
what-
us about this.
what is in Betsy's drink. She's going to have to probably reiterate this
Yeah,
to
so
folks.
this
Oh
is
my
going to be
goodness.
our mezcal cocktail, our Alta Mescalina, so kind of a smokier agave spirit, so similar to tequila.
Oh,
Here we
okay.
kind of feature like a rotating seasonal fruits or just kind of fresh fruits. Today is going to be a fresh blood orange juice, mezcal, a little agave, lime, and then topped off with soda water to kind of extend it.
Okay.
So if you're a margarita drinker, this is what I'd recommend.
Okay,
So if you like
Betsy,
margaritas,
Yeah.
go with
a
that.
twist.
And Betsy likes a mezcal.
yes, I'm gonna
it's a
taste
good,
this.
yeah.
It's beautiful, beautiful.
And
So
a
you're going to
little
stay
blood
with yours. You don't want to
orange.
switch as well?
And she's gonna stay with that. She
I think
likes
I'm gonna stay with this.
She
Stay
likes
with
a
that.
large
Okay.
drink. See, hers is taller than his, so I'm just saying.
Well, and I like a little
She's-
fruity flavor also, but this is very different than a margarita. This does not taste like a margarita to me. The smokiness of it, and just it's really delicious, very refreshing.
Cool.
Very
And what
good.
do you want after a big bike ride? Is a refreshing drink.
That's it.
Right.
And you
With
can
a
make
big
these-
hamburger.
You can make these virgin drinks if somebody wanted that.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Betsy would never want that. I'm just saying.
No.
Which,
But
I mean, we have
probably not.
we've gotten plenty of requests for that before, so
Yes.
without a doubt. Yeah.
So
Okay.
if you want to enjoy the flavors, but you don't necessarily want to have the alcohol, they can accommodate that.
Yeah.
So Jeff, let's talk about yours.
What's
All right.
this beauty right here?
So this is our Rest Stop fruit cup. So this
Fruit cup.
Yeah, fruit cup. So think fruit cocktail. So pears, peaches, pineapples, maraschino cherries. That's what I infuse the vodka with. So whole peaches, whole pineapples, bright red maraschino cherries gives it like this real bright, beautiful color, full of flavor. Just kind of
And you take fruit, you pour vodka on them individually.
no.
No,
So
together.
all together. Let it
Okay.
sit for about 24 hours, and then you end up with this really beautiful product.
Do y'all want to
So,
try? I've tried all these
that
before. So
I tried that last night.
Yeah, I think.
And it was really awesome. I love the
saving a little
maraschino
straw for
cherries,
you.
and I'm like, hey Betsy, give me your maraschino cherry because
So you see, you
You
end up
know.
with like this really pink vodka.
Oh, so do you put the vodka with the fruit and shake it real hard?
Yeah, and then let it sit for 24 hours.
Wow.
Really,
That's
gets in there and
delicious.
marinates.
That's very refreshing. This has a little smokier flavor, a little
Betsy, you're
different
taking
kick.
over Jeff's drink.
It's
No,
okay.
he said he's
I've
had
had-
it, and so look, I saved a
I've
straw
already had
for
three
you.
of
I
those
can save a
today.
straw for me. It's just as good as it was last night, I'm saying.
You know, one of the things that I think everyone does, from Alan and Kelly in the Breaks Bar to Matt over here, what I really think is when you have the herbs and they're by your nose, you're drinking
Oh, yeah.
that,
No,
plus
it's
all the fruit
using
flavors,
all your senses
so
the whole time.
good.
Yeah.
It does, it really does, but there's kind of a lift, kind of an emotional lift.
That's it.
That happens when you have a good food or cocktail or just a good experience with friends. And one of the things that Alan said that I thought was really important to your entire concept, even though the Breaks Bar is a little different than the dining area up here, He said, even if you've had one of these things before, listened to this song, had this particular type of cocktail, you've never had it like this because you didn't have it here. Between the service, the music, the flavors, and the passion really that's put into making it that layered of an experience. So when you come here, you will not have an experience like anywhere else. We're not just saying that, we're living that. I'm telling you, this is incredible. So Spoken Hub, I gotta give it, out of a 10, 100.
10 plus. And what a great place to support your local neighborhood. That's
right.
You know, and if you're in town visiting, heck, you need to make sure you check it out.
The whole world comes through Baton Rouge.
Hub on Government Street in Mid-City. It's just a casual, great place with really upscale food and
make sure
certainly upscale drinks.
Great drinks.
Yes, make sure you tell them I saw it on Rock It Right. So remember, if you're gonna rock it, make sure you rock it right at Spoken Hub.
Yeah, baby. We like having a good time here.
Are you a business owner that could use just one more customer? Those empty tables, vacant appointments, idle employees, and expired merchandise are missed opportunities. What if there were a community that connects you to high-value and motivated customers, giving you a competitive edge in the marketplace and increasing your revenue? Introducing Partners One. You keep doing what you do best, taking care of your customers, and we'll do what we do best, sending you new customers to take care of. Call us today to find out how Partners One can work for your business.
Rock It Right with Betsy Barnes and Dr. K. Solar is brought to you by these generous sponsors. Partners One, better barter for Baton Rouge and beyond.
Mary Bird Perkins, Our Lady of the Lake Cancer Center, Selassie Jewelry and Fine Gifts, Advantage Health Solutions with Dr. Boyd Michael Helm, Hightower Dental Concepts with Dr. Leah Larson, City Group Hospitality including City Pork Brasserie and Bar, City Pork Catering, City Slice, City Taco, Rouge Creole, and Beau Soleil.
Talent 360 Consulting with Vicki Little. Jeff Taylor, Realtor and Forester with Whitetail Properties. The 3rd Street Songwriters Festival. Elite Chiropractic with Dr. Ron McMorris. LouisianaIsATrip.com. Take one. Thank you for making our show possible.
Money, wellness, fun. Rocket Right Radio takes you all across Louisiana and the nation with guests who live life to the fullest.
I'm Hurricane Betsy Barnes. I'm Dr. K. Solar.
You're gonna love it.
Join us every week when we cover
Everything under the sun.
Live and learn with the Wright sisters.
Politics.
health,
Music and entertainment.
local agnet.
Rock It Right Radio. You're gonna love it.
Hi, I'm Katie, Operation Manager here at Old School Barbecue. We're excited about all of the changes here at Old School, and we'd like to invite everyone to come out and enjoy some delicious barbecue at Old School prices. We feature brisket, chicken, ribs, sausage, and the Boss Hog pulled pork sandwich voted best deal in town. We also have live music Friday and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. 10655 Coursey Boulevard. We can't wait to see you.